A year ago, I felt stuck. No matter how hard I tried, my savings barely grew. I followed all the common advice, but nothing seemed to work. Every time I saved a little, an unexpected bill would wipe it out. It felt like I was running in place. Then, one day, I had a small but powerful realization. Saving money wasn't just about discipline or budgeting, it was about changing how I thought about money. Instead of treating savings like a chore, I needed to make it something that happened automatically, without effort. That's when I discovered a simple habit that changed everything. It didn't require me to earn more money, live cheaply, or stress over every dollar. It was a tiny shift in my daily routine, but it made a huge difference. Fast forward to today, my savings have tripled without any painful sacrifices. I didn't win the lottery, get a big raise, or live on rice and beans. I just used one small trick that worked like magic. And the best part? Anyone can do it. Let me show you exactly how I did it, step by step. Number 1. The big mistake most people make with savings. Most people believe saving money is all about cutting back. They think, if I stop buying coffee, cancel my subscriptions, and never eat out, I'll finally save more. But here's the problem. This mindset makes saving feel like a punishment. When saving feels like a sacrifice, it's hard to stick with it. You might do well for a few weeks, but then life happens. A friend invites you to dinner, or you see something you really want to buy. Suddenly, all that effort feels wasted, and you give up. This is why most people struggle to save. I used to make the same mistake. I thought I needed more discipline or willpower. But then I realized something important. Saving money shouldn't feel painful. It should be effortless. The real problem isn't spending too much. It's how we think about saving. What if you could save money without even noticing? What if saving was something that happened automatically in the background without making you feel deprived? That's exactly what I discovered. Instead of forcing myself to save, I used one simple habit that made saving automatic and fun. And the best part? It worked without me having to change my lifestyle. Number 2. The one simple habit that changed everything. The habit that changed my savings wasn't extreme budgeting. It wasn't giving up everything I enjoyed. It was something I now call the hidden money technique. Here's how it works. Instead of trying to force myself to save, I made saving automatic and invisible. I started hiding money from myself in small, effortless ways. The trick was habit stacking, connecting saving to things I already did every day. Here are some simple ways I did it. Rounding up every purchase. Whenever I bought something, I set my bank to round up the total and move the extra cents into savings. For example, if my coffee cost $3.75, my bank automatically saved 25 cents. It was small, but over time, those cents added up. Auto transfers on payday. As soon as I got paid, I set my bank to move a small amount, even just $5 or $10, into a hidden savings account before I could spend it. If I didn't see the money, I didn't miss it. The no-touch account. I created a separate savings account at a different bank, one without a debit card or easy access. Since I couldn't see the money every day, I wasn't tempted to spend it. Renaming my savings account. Instead of just calling it savings, I named it something exciting like Future Me's Wealth or Dream Vacation Fund. This made it feel like a fun goal, not a restriction. At first, I barely noticed the difference, but after a few months, I checked my account and was shocked. I had saved more money than ever before. And the best part? It didn't feel like I had given up anything. By making saving automatic, hidden, and part of my daily habits, I was able to triple my savings without stress. Number 3. The science behind why this works. The reason this simple habit works so well is because it follows the way our brains naturally behave. Most people struggle to save money because they rely on willpower, but willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. After a long day of making decisions, it's easy to convince yourself that skipping savings just this once won't hurt. But once you start skipping, it becomes a habit, and saving never happens. Instead of forcing myself to save, I used behavioral psychology to make it automatic. One reason this worked is something called loss aversion. Our brains hate losing money. If I had to take $100 from my paycheck and move it into savings, I would feel like I was losing that money. But if that money was quietly moved before I even saw it, my brain didn't register it as a loss. I never had a chance to miss it. There's also something called the dopamine effect. Saving money in small, frequent amounts gave me little bursts of happiness, almost like a game. Each time I checked my hidden savings and saw it grow, I felt good. That feeling made me want to save more. Instead of struggling with saving, I started enjoying it. Another reason this works is decision fatigue. Every day, we make hundreds of small decisions, and by the end of the day, we're mentally exhausted. If saving requires making a choice, we'll often skip it. But when saving is automated, there's no decision to make. The money moves without thinking, so there's no chance to talk yourself out of it. In essence, I removed all the common struggles people face. That's why this method helped me triple my savings without effort. Number 4. My savings skyrocketed. Here's the proof. At first, I wasn't sure if this habit would make a big difference. I knew I was saving small amounts here and there, but it didn't feel like I was doing anything special. It wasn't like I was cutting my spending in half or living on a strict budget. It was just tiny amounts being moved automatically. But after a month, I checked my savings account and was surprised. Without even noticing, I had saved an extra $50. That might not sound like much, but for someone who struggled to save anything before, it was a huge win. More importantly, I hadn't felt like I had sacrificed anything. 3 months in, I was shocked to see over $500 sitting in my hidden savings account. That's when I realized something powerful. These small amounts were adding up fast. Since my savings were growing without effort, I started increasing the automatic transfers slightly. I barely noticed the change, but my savings kept increasing. By 6 months, I had over $2,000 saved, more than I had ever saved in such a short time. And by the end of the year, I had tripled my savings compared to the year before. The best part? I didn't feel like I had worked harder or restricted myself. This was the first time saving money felt easy. I wasn't stressing over every dollar, and I wasn't constantly checking my budget. The money was just there, growing on its own. Seeing the results motivated me even more, and now saving is something I actually enjoy. This simple habit changed the way I think about money. It proved that saving isn't about struggle, it's about using the right system. How you can start today. The best part about this habit is that anyone can do it. You don't need a high income, and you don't need to give up things you love. All you have to do is make saving automatic and invisible. The first step is to connect saving to something you already do. It could be every time you get paid, every time you buy something, or even just once a week. The key is to make it a routine, not a decision you have to think about. Next, you need to set up an automatic system. Many banks and apps now let you round up your purchases, move money on a schedule, or even hide your savings in a separate account. Once this is in place, saving happens without effort. To make it even easier, move your savings somewhere you won't see every day. If your money is out of sight, you won't be tempted to spend it. You can also give your savings account a fun name, like Future Me's Wealth or Dream Trip Fund. This makes saving feel exciting instead of like a chore. If you start today, you'll be surprised at how fast your savings grow. In a few months, you'll wonder why you didn't do this sooner. Number 5. The unexpected benefits beyond money. At first, I thought this habit would only help me save money. But over time, I realized it changed more than just my bank account. The biggest surprise was how much peace of mind I gained. Knowing I had money set aside made me feel secure. I no longer stressed over small emergencies or unexpected bills because I had savings to handle them. Another unexpected benefit was how this habit improved my self-discipline. Once I saw how small, automatic actions could create big results with money, I started applying the same idea to other areas of my life. I became more mindful of my spending, my health, and even my daily habits. Most importantly, I stopped feeling guilty about spending. Because I knew I was saving consistently, I could enjoy my money without worry. It gave me freedom, not just financially, but mentally and emotionally as well. Saving money doesn't have to be difficult. The reason most people struggle is because they try to rely on willpower and strict budgeting. But the truth is, saving works best when it's automatic, easy, and invisible. That's why this simple habit helped me triple my savings without stress or sacrifice. You don't need a big income or extreme self-control to save more. You just need a system that works in the background while you live your life. By making small, automatic transfers and hiding money from myself, I was able to build savings without even noticing. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, Please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.